you ever wondered changing the aroma and the taste of your jollof rice? Well, you are the right place, because today I'm going to show you how to take your jollof rice cooking level from 10 to 100%. So stick with me and let's go on this amazing adventure together. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thyme. If you are new here, so welcome.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great.
For this jollof rice recipe, I am going to start by baking. Yes, I said it. Baking my veggies, my tomato and my pepper and onion and garlic. I'm going to pour everything into my baking pan, and yes, I'm going to bake it. I said it again, bake. So I'm going to transfer all my veggies into my baking pan. I have some tomato, I have the red bell pepper and the green bell pepper, some onion and some garlic as well. So I'm going to bake in this my pan. I do not have an oven. You can totally bake without an oven. I do not have one myself. So I'm going to start off by pouring some salt into a sizable pot. Then I'm going to put in a plate cover just so the baking pan will not be touching directly to the pot. So I'm going to cover that and I'm going to take it to my cooker. I'm going to be using this charcoal cooker today. I'm going to just place my pot on the cooker, drop in my baking pan with all of those things inside. Then I'm going to drop in a few bay leaves, of bay leaves. I'm going to drop in some bay leaves just to build up some more aroma and flavor and taste for my cooking. So after 45 minutes, I left this on that cooker for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, this is what it's looking like. I got out some water too. Now I'm going to pour everything into my blender, and then I'm going to blend this. You should blend though. Use whatever you have to blend, blender, mortar, anything. Just make sure that you blend it. So now I'm going to blend my paste. After blending, this is what my paste is looking like. So thick, and I love it like that. Now I'm going to wash my rice. I'm not going to parboil this rice, but man, I washed this rice till it started screaming. I poured in some hot boiled water. Then I'm going to use the spoon to just turn it around like this, just so that everything is okay. Nothing is sticking to nothing. So now I'm going to wash this rice until the water runs clear. That the rice is set aside, I'm going to start cooking my beef. This is like a major part of this cooking, because the stock is what you're going to use to build up more aroma in this rice. So I'm going to add some curry powder. Guys, whenever you're cooking party jollof, anything, even curry is like a necessity. Then I'm going to add some onion powder, some bouillon powder, some seasoning cube. Guys, you can use just the bouillon powder. So I'm going to add some thyme. I'm going to add some rosemary. This is the dry rosemary. You can get it at any African food store or a supermarket. Then I'm going to add some garlic, and then I'm going to add some salt. Next, I'm going to add onions. This is looking so good, right? So now I'm going to add a little bit of water, just so I can get the dried ingredients wet, if you understand what I mean. Then I'm going to stir that, just turn it together just the way I did. Then after that, I'm going to cover this and I'm going to start cooking. Yay! Then I'm going to turn on my heat to medium. Then I'm going to place my meat on the heat, and then I'm going to start cooking. I'll cook it until the stock is thick, just like this. Then I'm going to add some more water. Just enough to cook this meat. You don't need enough, and you don't need much water or else you are going to have more than you need. And this stock, I want it to be comfortable just for my jollof rice. I don't want keeping stock in my freezer. No, I don't like that. So after stirring that, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it cook. Well, I cooked it for 15 minutes. Was it 15 minutes? No, 11 minutes. Yes. After 11 minutes, my meat is cooked. So now I'm going to move on to my frying. Yes, I'm so excited about this part. I'm just going to start by adding some oil into an empty and clean pot, and then I'm going to leave it to heat up. Once that heats up, I'm going to add my onion, and then I'm going to stir fry that for about 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, I'm going to add my tomato puree. This one is the already made tomato puree that you can get at any African store or any store. Then I'm going to stir fry that until the sour taste of tomato is gone. Note that you have to fry it for the sour taste to be gone, unless you're not going to end up with a perfect tasting Niger jollof. Then after that is done, I'm going to add my paste. Remember this paste, I hope you didn't pour it away, because you need her. She's the purpose of your life in this. She's the purpose of your cooking. You need her like you need air. So I'm going to stir that together. I'm going to cover it and start frying. I'm going to fry it until the taste is okay, or until the oil starts floating on the stew, just like this. Yeah, it is cooked now. So I'm going to stir that bit more. Then I'm going to add my meat stock. Yes, I'm not adding everything, I'm just sieving it out with my spoon. I love this spoon so much. Don't tell me to throw it away, I won't. It's my best cooking spoon. Then I'm going to season some more. I'm going to add some thyme again. Then I'm going to add some salt. That is all I need. The seasoning and the stock is already enough. Then I'm going to add some water into the blender and I'm going to rinse it out. Then I'm going to stir and cover this to cook. Yes, I'm going to cook it for 5 minutes. Yes, just because I felt like the water was a bit too much, so I needed it to dry further. Then after that, I'm going to add my rice. This rice, I washed it for 10 times until the water runs clear. Sorry. Then I'm going to stir that together, and then I felt like it was a bit too thick. The stock was too thick, so I'm going to add a little more water just to loosen it up. Then after that, I'm going to cover this pot with some foil, then with my pot cover, and then I am going to leave it to cook until the water is dry. You should know that the water and the rice should be at the same level. The water should not be bigger than the rice, unless your rice is going to soak water and you will not like it. So this is what my rice is looking like. I cooked it for 10 minutes. And I have this burnt effect on the bottom of the pot. Yes, I did that on purpose. I wanted the jollof to have like that burnt but not burnt, kind of aroma and everything going on because of the bakes that we did earlier with the tomatoes. So guys, that is it all for this video. If you do love this video, do you know what to do? Okay, you don't. You know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and enjoy. I love you all so very much. Until next time, bye.